y'all, welcome to Nerd Studio. Okay, what we've got here is the Tokarov pistol. This is chambered in 7.62 by 25mm, and mine was made in 1953 and built in Romania. And it's got some crazy ammo. The cool thing about this pistol is it's a Russian-made pistol. Well, Russian-made. It's a Russian-designed pistol or Soviet bloc designed pistol. It's kind of a rip-off of the 1911. I'll try and pull it apart here for you. It's a little difficult, but it does. I mean, when you see the inside, you're going to go, "Wow, that's pretty much a 1911." It's a military gun built in 1953. It was designed, to be carried by an officer as a sidearm, or anyone that would carry a sidearm. So it's got military sights, but the gun is fairly accurate. I think you can see me shooting it here. Let's take a look at that. So, it does fine. But I think really what's interesting here is the history. Would I take this out and carry it or use it for home defense? No. It's got an interesting round. The 7.62 by 39 was designed to match up to the not 7.62 by 39, 7.62 by 25. Was designed so that they could keep their bullet manufacturing plants all in the same caliber, where they had the AK-47 and the SKS shooting the 7.62 by 39. It helped them, in their production capability. As I understand it, this gun was carried for a very long time in the Soviet bloc. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just modern day firearms are so much better. This has got, it's an all metal frame. It's fairly heavy. The sights are not the greatest. I might take some time and put some white dots or something on the front and the rear sights to just sort of help it. But the reason I own this is because I can pick it up and shoot a piece of history. And there's very few hobbies out there where that's the case. And it's kind of interesting because the bullet's neck down, and it's a great conversation piece that you can actually take out and make it do what it was intended to do. So let me get you a 9mm just to sort of compare what they look like side by side. It's 115 grain in the 9mm. This particular round is 85 grains. The ammunition can be had fairly cheap if you look for stuff like Wolf. I think I've seen steel case stuff out there, and so you can shoot it fairly cheap. Let's pull it apart. It's a little rough to do that, but I'll see if I can pull it off. So the weapon's clear. So it's got this pin that you've got to push off. So not the most elegant. Device there, but so that comes off. And there's probably a better way to do this, but I'm going to do it in the way that seems the most logical to me. So you pull the takedown lever off. always got to be careful with these guys. You don't shoot your eye out with these springs, because they will do that. So there you go. That is the takedown of the Tokarov. It's kind of interesting. The trigger pack comes right out of this guy. There's no pin holding it there. It just pops right out like that. You know, I've got several of these Soviet-made guns or Soviet-designed guns, and this one seems to be pretty well done. They had a great design to work off from. They obviously stole a lot of the technology in this directly from the 1911, in a much smaller caliber, obviously, but you know, for something built in 1953, I can take it out and shoot it. I can find the ammo. But it's a lot of fun. Good opportunity to really, you know, have physical contact with a piece of history. I think this gun is on the Curio and Relics list. I'm fairly certain. So if you have a CNR license, which is fairly easy to get, I have mine. It was, you know, some paperwork. You can, you know, order one of these and have it shipped right to you. You don't need to go through any extra paperwork. So there's another plus about it. You know, it shoots okay. The sights are not the greatest on it, but I can hit the target and have a lot of fun shooting it. So there you go. Let me see if I can put it back together here, and then I'll finish up. All right, so there you go. Obviously I had to turn the camera off to get the darn thing back together. You know, I struggle with the 1911 too. It's just not something that I do every day. This style of gun is not something I would carry on my hip. It's you know, it's an interesting piece of history, and that's what I've got it for. Hey, the trigger's not bad, and it's kind of fun to shoot. You know, you get 8 rounds in the magazine, and you can plink away with it, and it makes a nice conversation piece. So there you go. If you enjoyed the video, click subscribe, and, you know, come hang out on Facebook and all those things I'm supposed to say on YouTube to make the channel big. So yeah, go do that stuff if you're so inclined. And if you've got one of these guns and you've got opinions on it, hey, you know, comment in the comment section below, and you know, if you've got some more interesting facts about this gun, I'm sure everyone would like to hear from you about it. All right, we'll see you later.